governor. Apparently, BJ Penn is going to try to run for governor of Hawaii. Like these celebrities are trying to be, a lot of them want to be politicians. You know, like we had the governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. We had Manny Pacquiao in the Philippines trying to run for president now. I don't know how that'll turn out because Duterte is pretty crazy and he may try to take him out. But here we have an article saying now BJ Penn announces intention to run for governor of Hawaii. And if you don't know BJ Penn, he's like a Hall of Fame UFC fighter, and he hasn't won a fight in a very, very long time. And he's been getting in a lot of trouble, getting drunk, beating people up, getting knocked out himself, like in street fights. And yeah, so I think he'll fit right in with all the other politicians, you know. That's par for course for politicians, you know. Get into as much trouble as you can, apparently. So anyway, the article says BJ Penn is taking a stand against government mandates by running for office himself. Oh wow, okay, so he's going against government mandates, and that's exactly what Tito Ortiz did. Tito Ortiz, he was totally against all these mandates and the lockdowns and you know, these mandatory, obligatory shots and all that. So he actually won an office for Orange County, and apparently he just quit because he was like the odd man out. Like people were like, you know, complaining that he wasn't wearing a mask in these sessions, in these government sessions, and I'm sure it was probably a pain in the butt. But apparently now BJ Penn, he's 42 years old, he wants to run for a governor of his native Hawaii. He made the announcement via Instagram along with a video reiterating his mission statement along with an edited clip from the movie 300 featuring a character standing in for Penn questioning the suitability of other Hawaiian politicians. So there's a little Instagram video here. Let's see if it even works. A lot of times Hawaii is losing all of its freedoms. Our economy is being destroyed and all of our rights are being taken away. We need somebody to fight for us.
You, there. What's your profession? I'm a potter. And you, Acadian, what is your profession? Sculptor, sir. You? Blacksmith. Spartans! What is your profession? See, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.
So basically what he's trying to say with that is that he's got a lot of people on his side. And I'm sure he does. There's a lot of people that are against all these mandates and all this craziness that's going on. So underneath that video, he says, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I would never run from a fight or sell out my people. As soon as I step into Hawaii's governor office, I will remove all new federal and state mandates that have been hurting our economy. The reason I'm laughing is because they would never allow him, especially saying this. Like the powers that be would never allow him to become governor. The first thing he's going to do is get rid of all their mandates, which, you know, is what Hawaii needs, is what the world needs. But, you know, the powers that be, you know, they have too much power. Anyway, I really doubt this is going to happen. I'm positive he's going to run for office, but I doubt that he would ever get in there. Especially stating this, okay, all new federal and state mandates that have been hurting our economy, residents, and ohana, which maybe means spirit, I don't know, We will get the best doctors, medicines, therapies, and health care the world has to offer to fight this pandemic and always keep Hawaii among the safest and healthiest states in the union. We will get rid of all vaccine passports. Hawaii will be vaccinated with aloha. Oh, we'll be vaccinated with aloha, like not with the actual shot, but with aloha, with love, basically. So he's saying Hawaii will be vaccinated with aloha and unvaccinated with aloha policy for everyone. Same with the masks. We will follow the Constitution to the T. And there's a big fight against the Constitution right now. So, so we'll see if, like I said, I don't think he will be able to make. Anyway, I am not here to fit in with the other politicians. I am here to get our freedoms back. It's an uphill battle. It has 1,076 comments as of, I don't know, whenever this article came out. So it says Hawaii is losing its freedoms, our economy is being destroyed, and all our rights are being taken away. We need somebody to fight for us. The video closes with the text reading, Governor Penn, November 2022. Penn has been vocal on social media about his issues with Hawaii's government mandated COVID-19 safety protocols. Currently, citizens of Hawaii are required to wear masks in indoor public spaces, and visitors must show proof of vaccination or a negative coronavirus test within 72 hours of flying to Hawaii to avoid 10 days of quarantine. These restrictions have greatly affected Hawaii's tourism industry. In August, Hawaii Governor David Ige urged potential tourists not to visit the islands. Penn's Instagram statement directly addresses the mandates as he states his intention to lift all restrictions in the interest of helping the economy of Hawaii's residents. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I would never run from a fight or sell out my people. Penn wrote, as soon as I step into Hawaii's governor's office, I'll remove. Okay, we already read that. Why are you repeating it, article? Okay, we will get rid of all the vaccine passports. Hawaii. Okay, yeah. Penn's time as a UFC star has made him a celebrity in Hawaii. The Prodigy, because he goes by BJ the Prodigy Penn. He was back in his, early days in the UFC. He was, knocking out opponents left and right. Captured titles at both lightweight and welterweight during his time with the promotion and holds notable wins over Matt Hughes, Jens Pulver, Diego Sanchez, and Takanori Gomi, among others. However, he has also had several run-ins with the law on the islands, including a recent arrest earlier this year for suspicion of DUI following a belligerent encounter in Honoka, Hawaii on January 23rd. And yeah, that he knocked some guy out. But then there was one time when somebody knocked him out. But when somebody's drunk, it's easy to knock them out. But they're going to attack his character. They're going to say all the trouble that he's been getting into, getting in drunken fights, getting knocked out, knocking people out, and probably taking a shot, saying that he's been hit in the head too many times. But all I got to say to that is that's how all politicians are. I mean, all politicians are big time criminals. And BJ Penn is not that big of a criminal, so that's a good thing. And apparently, when you get into politics, the people that win are the people who are the most popular. And he is insanely popular in Hawaii. Any, UFC champion, that holds a belt or just great fighter, and the UFC is going to be hugely popular in Hawaii. The same thing with Manny Pacquiao. He is like a king in the Philippines because of he brought a lot of popularity and interest to the Philippines. So same thing with BJ Penn. So hopefully, I think even if he won on the tally on the votes, I don't think they would allow him. They basically just lie. That's the whole thing that's been going on with everything right now. It's just all lies. So we'll see if he wins. Hopefully, like I said, he's really popular. Hopefully he does win. And if he does, hopefully he's able to change everything. But the powers that be, like I said, are just too powerful. And I'm not sure if it's going to happen. But yeah, that's the story on BJ Penn wanting to be the governor, the prodigy of Hawaii. So anyway, that's it for that story.